Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
talk about so many different things
How you
related to
been?
life and living
What's going on?
and all the
What's good?
the stories are awesome.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check it out.
Somebody
There's
getting
an
it
open
for
mic
you?
I do, so welcome
What's
to
going
Wait, Watch Out
on,
Clubhouse.
people?
Follow me on Instagram. See you
Subscribe
around.
to my channel.
What's going on, people? It is a day of another day that we call. Oof, I forgot. Anyway, it is what it is. My mind is all over the place. Forgive me. Tuesday. Anyway, that being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully, everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, knocking down doors, making your dreams come true, and practicing ignore. Now, I have a lot on my mind and stuff. I've been going through a lot of ordeals and stuff like that, which I share with you and stuff as far as me, moving around, as far as going outside and stuff. And I told you I wanted to share with you when God started coming to me, it's getting worse and worse. I don't know if it's because it's summertime or it's because I feel like the universe is trying to play a little game on me and stuff, because I decided that, I'm just going to go out, I'm just going to wing it up here by myself. And I understand some girls get their life and stuff like that. They like that. Oh, guys, I get my life. I don't like that. That's not me. If that's the girl's thing, that's her. Any girl who likes that, that's them. That's not me. I'm the kind of person that like to play low-key because I like to be fair. And I understand when a man is running up to me, I understand what he's seeing. And I understand that I'm two spirits. I'm not a I'm not a 100% woman, whatever that case may be. And when I say that, it's no disrespect to women. But you have to understand, look, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it and stuff like that. Every girl's different. This is my opinion. And I want to share how I feel about it. He's running up to me. He's thinking about procreation, thinking about sex, other stuff like that. Obviously, I haven't had to change. I'm not going to do it because I feel as though there's a lot of obstacles within the SRS surgery. A lot of times girls get the SRS surgery. That means they get the vagina put between their legs. Then now they're full woman, stuff like that. Now they know they can't reproduce. Now they say they're working on something in reference to women that's going to be able to produce babies, stuff like that. And I guess once the two-spirit women can have babies and stuff, then they get the idea when he knocks her up and leave her. But anyway, it's a mess. But I said all men. And by me saying this is not all men, I talked to you about a story. I talked to you about a tall man that saw me inside the store. It's like scary, huh? Well, he hit me up again too. Well, he didn't hit me up. He saw me in the street today. He decided he was trying to rap to me and talk to me once again. I act like I didn't hear him, but I heard him. I went down the street a couple of days ago. This guy reached out to grab me and said, "Come here." So he tried to grab my arm. Okay. Now, I will get upset, but this happens to be a lot. Like, it's not out the norm for me. I don't like it, but it is what it is. This is my thing. It is an awkward being as far as being two spirits stuck in the middle. And when I say that, I understand some girls are like, but tell him, Raven, tell him. If I tell him, either he'll reject me or he'll make me his sexual experiment. And hopefully he won't feel bad after having sex with me. It is a whole transition with a man's frame of mind when he be with someone like me. Whether you're two spirits and you identify as female or identify as a woman, when society get finished beating him down, they're going to tell him he's been with a man. Period. Point blank. We understand. You say, well, gays mean that if it look like a man, then it's gay. I understand that terminology, but we're talking about inside of a man's head. A lot of men are not that strong. A lot of men become embarrassed. They become hurt. Sometimes they feel like you've done something to them, and it becomes very mental to the point where he wants to start like trying to leap away from you. Then all of a sudden there are the voices of telling him, well, they got diseases and stuff. You better be careful because they low for dying from AIDS, stuff like that. That's not how we die. And it's sad because you feel like he would sit up there and say, well, that's not how they die. They get died because DL guys be lying and saying they know what they was and they killed them. But a lot of times men will not stand up and fight for us when it comes down to that. He's going to be very quiet. He's going to let her punish. He's going to let her pollute his mind with poison against us instead of standing up there and saying, that's not true. And if you don't like her, you don't like me, and leave her alone. But a lot of times men start listening. And he brings that presentation back to you. Now, Once his mind has been poisoned against you, not all cases, he started looking at you a little more differently. He started looking for the man. He started looking for everything about your mannerism as far as being a man. Even though his love for you was there before the people got to his head, he become very much disconnected from you. Okay. The SRS surgery. Once you've had this SRS surgery and you go out and have sex with a man, don't let him know. And a lot of times girls commit suicides because she did everything she needed to do as far as herself. And then the simply like, well, I don't do it for no man. So listen, that's fine. That's the way you feel. That's fine. I'm not going to walk around with a cootie cat just to be walking around with a cootie cat saying I got a cootie cat and not utilizing it. Anyway. When you do meet a man and stuff like that, my personal opinion is hide him. Don't tell him nothing about this lifestyle. Keep him away from it as far as you can. Don't tell him about your backstory. Don't tell him about the murders. Don't be telling, because this poison is going to have him thinking about shit in your life about you and what he's dealing with. He may start looking at you a little different because the information you fed to him and he wasn't even thinking that before you filtered his head up with it. It's kind of like self-sabotaging yourself without even knowing it, because you feel as though, hey, you're my friend, we need to talk about different things, and you sometimes his mind is not able to grasp that. And in a sense, they'll be like, why should I babysit him? But at the end of the day, if you want to be successful within a man, sometimes you got to separate him from the LGBT. That's my opinion. You have to keep him far away. Don't bring him around your girlfriend, don't bring him your boyfriend, unless it's very much secure. But at the end of the day, don't be surprised if one of them try to hit him. Even though you had the surgery and stuff like that, he knows. Okay, let's say this, he didn't know. You had the surgery and stuff like that. You didn't tell him. Y'all had sex. Y'all gonna say you can't have a baby. So ask you why. Someone whispers in his ear, because there's always somebody that's gonna get to him before you know it, and gonna say, you know, she looks good now that she had to change. He said, what do you mean to change? And they'll let him know. Now here it is. He's been with you all this time. You done deceived him. He thought he was with a female, but actually with a two-spirit woman. And when he sees you as a two-spirit woman, he does not see you as a woman. He sees you as a man. Then he felt deceived. He felt tricked. He's like, I've been fucking a man. Am I gay? What the fuck are you doing to me? His whole mind starts to collapse within himself, which means he may push you away or pull you to him to kill you. Just because the man is cute and fine and gorgeous don't mean he can deal with it mentally as far as being in the neighborhood. I understand we're not gay, stuff like that, but when society get finished working on him so bad, if he's not strong enough to stand with you and fight them back, you become in a much of a problematic situation. Here it is, you have did the sex change, you did everything that you need to do as far as being passable, and yet still, they don't even call you trans anymore, they just call you straight out man. And it becomes very problematic because it's like, well, what do you do? And it's like the ones who do want to be with us stuff, they're looking for their people so you can fuck them in the butt and not us. And at the end of the day, we're looked at as more as the porn than the reality of the white picket fence, the love and stuff like that. Not saying all cases. And it's not written in stone. But it's very problematic when it comes to me when I'm going down the street and men holler at me and someone will be dropped their gorgeous. I won't say one word, because I understand what he's thinking. And so Raven, he may know, I don't do interviews. I don't do interviews whether they know or not, or whether they want to make me their experiment. I have feelings, and my heart hurts. I can't just have everybody just get on top of me and just use me as a blow-up doll, and when they finish, just throw it away. It becomes emotionally draining. That means people start using drugs and sometimes they self-medicate themselves to get out of that much pain, because after a certain amount of abuse, the mentality becomes weak, and then you start feeling less of yourself, and when you start not caring. This is the middle ground for me. The middle ground is really hard when you want to move forward, but you don't know how to move forward, because the fact of the matter is that you don't know if your mind is strong enough.
Raven, come here. Oh, come on, baby. No,
Okay.
Go back, girl. Go.
You don't know if his mind is strong enough. And a lot of times, because the guy act tough and stuff like that, sometimes his mind is not strong enough. Sometimes he's not much of a hero like you think he would be. And guys sit up on me all the time because what can I do? And I understand what the shit is, because I know a lot of girls may feel like this, like, what can we do? Like, what do we do? You know, and I understand some of you take a chance and do it, some of you trick them. That's your storyline, it won't be mine. But I just feel as though Girls like us need to talk about this in conversation. What do you do when you're in that middle ground and he's hitting up on you? I understand giving the number, wait till you say stuff like that. I understand that part, but what do you do when you still stay there? I'm still passing out numbers. I'm still waiting and wondering. I'm still waiting and waiting and waiting. And is his frame of mind starting to come towards me or starting to turn against me? Do he feel as though I tricked him? Is society getting in his head when I'm not around? Because society will get to him when they see him away from you. And they'll start working on him. And if he's not strong enough to fight with you, then that leaves you by yourself. And unfortunately, I feel like this. Like I said, this is about me. This is not about anybody else but me. I feel like this. I'd rather just be in the house alone by myself than have another person run and rip my heart out as if it's not really real. You know what I mean? So it becomes very problematic with me, and I get hit on a lot and stuff, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to tell everybody in the world, oh yeah, by the way, that's not me. That's none of your business. I'm not doing it. If you figure it out, you figure it out. If you don't figure it out, you figure it out. But the thing about it, even if you figure it out, 9 times out of 10, you want me as a sexual experiment, or you just want to see what it's like for me to do sexual favors. And I understand they do the same thing as genetic women and stuff as well. I get that part. But when it comes to me, as far as being two-spirit or hormones, it becomes very hard for me. Because I got pills telling me to kill myself. I got society telling me to kill myself. Have a man that's supposed to support me to help build me up is trying to kill me mentally. I feel safe when everybody is away from me. But I want to share this story with you and know how you feel about this. It's called the middle ground. When the guys come up to you and you really want to be with him or talk to him, but you know you have that secret and it bothers you so bad. Okay, guys, I just want to share this with you because I love you. I'm always saying go to my Instagram. I just want to share this with you. Put in the comments below how you feel about the middle ground. That's why I love you and thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
Alright, now come on, baby, let's go on Instagram. Woo. Like I said before, hit the notification button, hit the subscribe button. How do you feel about this? Someone comes up to you, they want to talk to you, you're attracted to them, said one thing, you know, you're two spirits. How do you break it to him? Is he going to leave? Is he going to try to hurt you? What do you do? Is this going to be the rest of my life? Do I have to keep staying in the middle? Comment below. Love you. Love you.